I always think I can at least semi-sing when I'm singing to a song, but no, as soon as I actually try, it's like, fuck! Oh shit, I was supposed to...
So, there's this guy. His name is Keith. Keith the taco guy. And Keith really likes his tacos. And when I say Keith, the taco man, really likes his tacos, I mean he really likes his tacos. He loads those fuckers like he loads your mother on a Saturday night at February 26th in New Jersey at 2020, 4:30 in the morning on September 2nd. That's how much he loads his tacos. And so, he doesn't make the tacos himself. He gets the tacos from somewhere. And I'm pretty sure I figured out where he gets those tacos from. So, Keith, I wouldn't say he's, the kind of guy to go out and just eat fast food his whole life. But Keith, he really likes going out to eat. I don't mean like fancy restaurants or anything, or like seafood. No, he goes to Taco Bell. That's right. Keith, the taco man, the authentic taco man, the man who loves tacos more than he loves your mom, he goes to Taco Bell's to get his tacos. Now, so let's say someone was confused by that. How would Keith, make his tacos then? Because apparently, from what you've described, Tom, he makes them himself. No, he doesn't. So, you know how sometimes there are some Taco Bell places that will accept, like, special orders. Like, you could just get one thing, like Chipotle. So, imagine this is Chipotle, and they do that shit. So, like, you come up to the fucking register, and you're like, hey, can I get 2 spoonfuls of fucking tofu, whatever the fuck, I don't know what they sell there. Hey, man, can I get some tofu over here? They will give you the tofu. They don't care. They will give you tofu. And so your first reaction to that might be, why? Well, first of all, I don't know. Second of all, Keith doesn't care, neither do I. He gets his fucking taco machines, I don't care. So, last week, Keith said, hey, man, I'm gonna go out to get some tacos, man. And I said, okay, brother, get out the here. This is my house. Keith didn't care, however. He spent his good old time getting his stuff ready, getting his car keys, and his gay little chain bag that he uses to start up his car, whatever, I don't know. I don't know what he uses it for. I'm not going to ask. So Keith, he takes his stuff, he goes to Taco Bell like he normally does every Sunday. And so I put a GoPro on his forehead. Okay, well, let me word this a little bit better. Keith wears glasses. He wears these sunglasses that are also working like his glasses. They change in the sun. Fucking fancy, costs extra money. Don't know how he coughed all that up. He's a bit too poor for that. Working out in a family diner for like 24 years. I don't even know how old he is. He's like in his late fucking 40s, 30s. I don't know. And so I put a camera. I implemented cameras into his software, and from that I properly. So when he was out, I decided to watch him on the cameras that I put on him, and so he is and when I check in, he is walking into the Taco Bell, and so the conversation goes like this. So the cashier says, hello, brother, that's it, that you, Jose? That you, Jose, my man? And Keith says, so the cashier's name is Carlos. Don't ask. Keith just knows that because he's gone there so many goddamn times. So, Keith says to Carlos, no, man, I'm here for my tacos. It's me, Keith. Jose not here. Jose died 3 weeks ago, man. And so, obviously, Carlos is like, what? And so then Keith spends like 15 minutes explaining to the guy like what happened to Carlos in like extreme detail, and I don't think I can like say that on the internet. Anyway, so and then after that, Carlos is like, "Oh, okay, man. What do you say? What are you getting? What are you getting, bro?" I don't know. Voice changer. So Keith tells him, "I'm getting the usual, man. Give me my taco. Give me my taco stuff. Give me my tacos. Give me my taco making stuff, man." And so Keith does give. Well, no. Carlos gives Keith his stuff. He goes in the back and he's like, and he yells to this guy, "Hey, man! It's Keith here. He wants his taco stuff." And so then Keith gets his stuff. He leaves. He pays, of course, because he's not a criminal as far as I'm aware. He's a sex offender, unregistered, of course. And so then he returns back, and then he comes, and then I'm like, what does he do when he orders just regular tacos? So as he's leaving, I message him on Discord. "Hey, Keith, can you get me some tacos? Like from Taco Bell? Because I know you going to Taco Bell. I like some tacos, man." And so Keith notices, and he's like, "Oh, man, my friend want to taco? Okay, let's get tacos." So Keith sets his shit in the car, and then he leaves, and then he goes out, and then he goes back into the Taco Bell. And he's like, "Hey, Carlos, my friend, he wants the tacos. He wants tacos, ocho deluxe spicy nachos." And so Carlos is like, "Oh, your friend wants shitty asshole. Let's go." And so then Carlos goes into the back and he gets like all of his nacho stuff ready. And so he comes back out with the stuff, and Carlos brings it up onto the counter, and my buddy Keith, he pays, and he sets it on a tray, and then he's like, "Oh, sorry, Carlos, man, I got to go take a shit." And Carlos says, very concerned, like in like a very concerned manner, "Oh, sorry, Keith, my man. There's a little bit of an issue with the bathrooms right now. Someone decided to throw a bunch of monkey shit on the fucking roof, so it's not in very good condition right now. So if you smell a whole bunch of shit, don't worry about that." And so that intrigued me greatly, and I decided, okay, well, I'm maybe going to end this because I both don't want to see Keith taking a piss or a shit, but at the same time, I wanted to continue watching to see if he was the one who was throwing monkey shit on the roof, like a gorilla throwing shit at a fucking glass window. And so it became apparent to me that I could probably go to prison for this, and I rightfully should. But anyway, so Keith goes into the bathroom. I look away because he actually does take a shit. Like, he takes a fat shit because of the amount, like, the horrendous amount of tacos he eats. It is finally, like, overrunning his, like, bodily system. I don't know how he's lasted this long, but finally it started coming out. It was like a fucking missile. And so I wouldn't say I was listening, and I took off my headphones and I wasn't watching, but I could hear it. It was like a oh shit, man, this going hard, bro. I can make a rap out of this song. And so my buddy Keith, when he's done, when it's kind of like, oh shit, that's a lot of it, man. That smells like shit. And so I turn it back on after he puts his pants back up. But the thing is, when I turn the camera back on, and when I put my headphones back on, he is actively sticking his hand in the toilet, where he just took the fattest log of a dump I've ever seen since '96. He grabs like a little scoopful of it with his fat fucking monkey fingers, And I cannot tell you the force he used it to throw it at the roof. So, you know those, like, roof boards? They're like floorboards, but with a roof. Like, they have, like, a framing, and then they have those little fucking boards that you can, like, put up, like, something like they did in the office. Like, you can fucking fall through them because they're not very thick, because they're not supposed to be, because that's bad or something, for, like, ventilation purposes or something. He wound up his arm like a baseball player. Stretch over and back and under and again, like he was about to throw a lasso at, like, at a horse or a bull, like they did back in the 1970s. I've never seen that man use so much, like, arm power to throw something. He could be, like, a professional at baseball if he, like, truly did. So he winds it up, and then he tosses that shit at the roof. He tosses it so hard that one of those little board things, it pops up, over, and then it's gone. You cannot see it. There's just a hole in the roof. And I can also not explain to you the wet splatter sound it made against the roof. It was the most solid but wet sounding sound I have ever, like, sounded in my sounding gears. I don't sound, y'all. I just want to make that clear. I don't do that. That's not in my comfort zone. That took a turn. Anyway, so he throws it. It hits the roof. The roof is falling apart. It makes a solid, just a, but wet, like the wettest thing you will ever hear. Well, probably not here, because I'm not posting that. It had yellow in it. That poop. It was brown. It had red, green, blue, purple. It had the whole ass rainbow in it. His shit was so gay. Literally. It had a full inclusive pride flag on it. Every color. Bright yellow, purple, brown, pink, teal, blue, green, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, teal. I don't know. Because I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I promise you, Mom. So, and Carlos heard, and he starts unlocking the doors to the bathroom. Because there's like 3 doors you have to go through to get in there. And then fucking Keith, he pushes a button hidden on the inside of a stall wall. It opens up a compartment in the brick walls. He slides in, it closes behind him. And then he pops outside somehow. It is so dark I couldn't see. And then he's in his car with the tacos. He took the tacos with him in there and everything. And then he's gone. He has his taco stuff. I'm pretty sure he also stole like $25 from the cash register. And that's it. He's gone. I haven't seen him since last Sunday. Someone please call around for him, or at least look for him, because I cannot find him. And the last thing I saw from him was him eating a little piece of lettuce, and then he took his fucking sunglasses off. Because I think he knew I was watching. And I think he is dead, or he's planning to murder somebody. I think I'm next. So I just want you guys to be aware of the consequences that may occur. So if your friend specifically named Keith, a big Mexican man, if you ever have a Keith going into a Taco Bell, do not put cameras in their glasses, because they know, and and every second you are not running, they are getting closer, and I'm about to be like brutally brutalized.